Alright, hey, what's up, guys? So we finally have the collab. So I'm going to go through these real quick, and I'm mainly going to talk about the units that were teased. We got Ram, and Emilia. Some people are happy about that, some people are upset about it. I don't know why people are upset. Like, wait till we get down to the stove comments. Like, I'm actually baffled. Alright, let's just go through this real quick. So yeah, new login screen looks pretty good. It just kind of talks about the side story a little bit. Ram is the free unit. You can get bonus currency from the free artifacts here and the 2 pooled artifacts. It's not really that important. Ram here is the free unit. Here's a stage you're likely to be farming. Here's where you'll clear out the shop. I'd recommend clearing it out. Always recommend clearing it out. These pieces of gear aren't bad, I guess. Ring with nice stats. You can't reforge these, which makes them mediocre in a sense. But, you know, for a new player, this is good gear. For a mid-game player, this is good gear. And it could roll well for a late-game player for world boss gear and etc. too. So, this could possibly be a 20-speed item. You never know. Then we got this we got to clear out. It's got a piece of gear in there. That's the hairpin, right? That's a different piece. Or it's a different brooch. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this isn't bad. What is it? Oh, it's a helmet. It's okay. I mean, it's free gear, right? Then we have Amelia here. She's a Soul Weaver Gemini. And her artifact. I guess I can talk about their artifacts here since they're actually available on the screen. Her artifact is actually very good. It's essentially a Water's Origin for an ally. Gives her 15% ER, and then when an ally's health is 50% or less after being attacked, it recovers the health of that ally by 20%. It can only be activated once per turn. I don't know if this is once per turn per ally or once per turn total. So like if you were to get AoE, for an example, right? Like if you get AoE'd, does it heal all 3 of your allies, or does it just heal one of them? That's just something that we're going to have to see when we get in game. Then we have Rim here, who's the first Scorpio 5-star warrior. I checked. I went in here and checked. We don't have a Scorpio 5-star warrior, so I can't even show you her base stats right now. They were revealed in the stream, but there's no video. Unless I were to go back into the VOD and search for it. I'm not going to do that. There's no video on their YouTube for just a showcase of her. There's just one for Charles. I'll cover Charles in a different video. But yeah, Rim's pretty good from what I've seen. We'll go over her artifact real quick. 15% crit. When somebody dies, increases combat readiness of the caster by 24%. I think this artifact has a lot of potential in PvP. Basically, like when you're fighting Cleave or whatever. I mean, if it's 2 condom comps fighting each other, you're not going to get any value out of this. But if you happen to bring a warrior into a Cleave team, and you nuke something with Pavel, for example, that warrior is just going to get 24% CR, which is pretty insane. And we got Ram here, who's a free unit. This is a PvE artifact, increases attack by 15%. When attacked by an elite or boss monster, the damage suffered is increased by 20%. Doesn't stack with other things. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, I said I'll go through these real quick. This has got to be the most disappointing. Not only skill sets isn't interesting on units minus Rim. You have no male units. How is this fair? I saw this guy. He commented on another thing. I don't know who this guy is, but 94. I really hope that's not the year you were born. I think that's your IQ. Maybe that's his IQ. 94. That's probably about right. People actually want Subaru for. I really don't understand why. Like I've watched the first season of ReZero, and like Subaru actually made it to the point where I don't want to continue watching it. That character is so cringe and terrible. Yeah. Lack of innovation in story and character designs. Everyone in here's just whining. You didn't see the anime. Subaru could be a crazy support character. Collab looks like cash. Like this is the Reddit community. Like I don't think any. Oh, I know this guy. I know Block. I'm surprised he still plays the game. But yeah, he's right. They choose the collab units. Epic 7 doesn't get to pick who they want the units to be. They probably don't even get much say in their skill set either. So, yeah. That's the first part. Let me move on to the second part here. Part 2. I don't know if there's much collab stuff in here. We're getting another chapter. So I'm not going to wait for that. Here's the shop. You can see how slow my internet is by how slow pictures load. Isn't that cool? Look how fucking dog shit it is. So annoying, man. Hornet Desires. Mediocre helm. That frame looks kind of cool, actually. New background. Looks pretty cool. Oh, yeah, the exclusive equipment. I guess I can touch on these real quick. This is good. This is good. And this is good. Like, they're all good. I think this is more carrot damage control. They realize they overbuff carrot. They don't nerf things. So, they're giving one of the blue units an EE. I think immunity to all allies 2 turns is pretty good. And then this opens up some counter memes. You can basically, you know, do what Charles does, right? 40% chance to activate Foosh. I'm not too familiar with Shu's kit. It's not a unit that I was like, oh my god, I want to build this unit. I really hate her design. I probably still won't build her. But, I don't know, I have 3 of them sitting in my waiting room. Maybe I will. Who knows? We'll see. Fat Cat. They're just giving more evasion. Which is hilarious. Fat Cat's already good. This is just hilarious to me. And then Kitty Clarissa got a pretty nice EE as well. Mainly like decreasing combat readiness of enemies by 20%. This is a strip here. And when you soul burn, it ignores ER. So she basically has like Basar would strip all debuffs, right? But or all buffs. She'll only strip 2. But this is essentially like she has a Basar S3 in her S2 now. You know, and she's neutral element, which is pretty cool. Then we got these. Oh, we got the new 3 stars too. I think I'm going to cover the new 3 stars in a different video, guys, because there's actually like, their kits are insane. So I'm going to cover these in a different video. There's so much to talk about here. We're just going to talk about collab. We got the collab pack here. It looks like we got a new Molagora pack as well. It looks like, it's kind of like a rank up pack. So basically, you buy this, and then when you have a 6-star hero, it gives you these. When you have 2 of them, it gives you these. When you have 3 of them, it's like a rank up pack, I'd assume. Good value. Probably cheaper than Molagora packs. And yeah. So, nothing else really going on in here. This is issues. So yeah, let's go look at the collab units real quick. Let's start with Rim. Okay, so like I said, she's a Scorpio. I can't look at her base stats because there's no Scorpio warriors in the game right now that are 5-star, which is pretty crazy to me. From what I remember, I think she has a self-crit imprint, and I think her base stats looked pretty good, from what I remember. I know her base speed wasn't incredible, but you're going to be building her probably like a bruiser. So yeah, here's her S1, attacks the enemy at Morningstar, 35% chance to defense break. What's it go up to 50? Yeah, 50% chance. When the caster is granted, Demon Mode grants the caster an extra attack with the same skill, so she attacks twice. So effectively, she'll hit her own defense break if she lands it, which is pretty nice. And then Soul Burn increases a chance to defense break to 100%. And this is the interesting ability. It's her S2. It's a passive. When somebody dies, and this is anybody, so anybody on the field, when they die, dispels all debuffs from the caster and grants Demon Mode for 2 turns. Can only be activated once every 5 turns. When an ally, except for the caster, is attacked, has a 15% chance to counterattack with Iron Strike. Iron Strike takes priority over a counterattack with a basic skill. Iron Strike attacks all enemies, decreasing buff durations by 1 turn and making them unhealable for 1 turn. It's pretty good. Looks like this goes up to 20%. Yeah, 2. Yeah. So it goes up to 20% counterattack. She basically has a built-in Elbrus into her kit. So she has a built-in Elbrus that will AoE. and reduce buff duration, and use Unhealable. Unhealable is really strong debuff in PvP, which is pretty good. It only activates when somebody dies, though. So keep that in mind. Like, her passive effectively does nothing unless somebody dies. So, I don't know, with Maid being around in the meta, you know, Arbiter Vildred, she's a pretty good Arbiter Vildred counter because typically you're going to kill him, right? Could be interesting. And then the S3 increases attack of caster for 3 turns before leaping up to attack all enemies and decrease hit chance for 2 turns. So like an RBS 3. And then after awakening, she gains 50% CR as well, which is pretty good. She's just a solid unit. I think it's this. You could play her in like really aggressive teams. But you know, it's just interesting. Like the way her kit is. Self cleanse is really good. I think she's a threat. Like if she's on the team and someone kills somebody on your team, they have to worry about her. She's probably going to be the next unit they want to kill afterwards, or they're going to want to kill her first. Looks like outside of this being active though, it doesn't look like she's going to do too much. It's basically whenever she has this demon mode, she's just, you know, kind of Super Saiyan in a way. Big counter pick, basically what I'm seeing. Like if you're gonna be fighting like, you know, more of an all-in team, and you can manage to net a kill pretty early, I think she's gonna be really strong in that sense. And I already talked about her artifact, so yeah, that's Rim. And then Emilia, they don't even have Ram in here. I can't even look at Ram. So Amelia is a Soul Weaver Gemini. Do we have one of those? That's a 5-star. Pisces, Sag. Okay, Deanne. So Deanne's got okay base stats. Really low base speed. It's got high defense. Or defense. So free ER. Health is on the lower end. They're okay base stats. She basically has Destina's S1. Her S2 is actually really insane. Grants a blessing to an ally. It dispels 2 debuffs and increases their attack. And then gives them 40% CR. So it's just a cracked version of Destina's S2. And then it increases her combat readiness by 25%. It's got a 3-turn God damn it. It's got a 3-turn cooldown up here. And -1 cooldown. And 3 souls. Like, this is going to build up souls really fast. She's going to cycle really fast. And it's got a 2-turn cooldown. So you can basically give a unit permanent attack buff. Which is really strong. Attack buff's really strong in this meta, right? And then her S3 uses spiritual arts to dispel debuffs from all allies before recovering health and granting a barrier for 2 turns. Just basically a Destina S3. She's not gonna, yeah, it's just a cleanse into a barrier, and that's it. You know, there's nothing really special about it. And I already talked about this. I just think she might be one of the best Soul Weavers in the game. At just being a Soul Weaver, she's like a better version of Montmorency. The fact that you can just cycle so fast, like you can run her on Tome. You can run her on her own artifact. You can run her on Rod. Rod of Amaryllis is always a good option for units that cycle like this. So that's something to consider. Hell, you could run her on Potion Vial with how fast she's going to cycle. But, you know, she cleanses here and cleanses here. Potion might be a little redundant in terms of cleansing. You can run her on Touch of Rakos. You can run her on a lot of different artifacts. Water's Origin, and etc. I think she's also carrot damage control. But yeah. Those are the new units. From what I remember about Ram, she's just not in here anywhere, which I don't know why. There's nothing on Ram here, which is weird. Like you can see that we get her in this thing. She's not in here either, but you get her here. From what I remember, I think she's just like her S3 defense breaks Fuck, I really don't remember, guys. I don't understand why they don't have her in here. That's weird. But everybody gets her. So it's not like you need to decide whether you're going to pull for her or not. You know, just get her, farm her up, triple S her. She's pretty good for Ice Expo. Not Ice. Yeah, Ice Expo. She's Earth unit. Oh, yeah, she can't be pushed back. Like, her CR can't be pushed back. I think that's part of her passive. So she's just, like, really good in Ice Expo. But, like, I'm already scoring, like, over 1.2 million with my current team. So, I don't know. Maybe she'll perform better than Biken. We'll see. But that's going to be it. I just wanted to go over this and touch on the new units real quick. I think both units are really good. They both have good self-imprints. So, if you're going to whale, go for it. I think they're gonna I think Emilia is gonna have a lot of really good use. If you're a new player and you're trying to get into Wyvern, I think she's gonna be insane for Wyvern. Rem seems like a really fun character to use in PvP. We don't know what her damage mods look like yet, but I think she's gonna be pretty good. But guess like if you had to choose what to pull, just I don't know, it's whatever one you want more. I'm gonna get both of them. If you're looking for which one to imprint more, it's probably going to be Rim because she has a crit imprint, which is insane. But yeah, that's going to be it. If you enjoyed the video, appreciate it. If you drop me a like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.